Howdy. Raise the roof on this, mother. Let's... Okay, stop. My name's Diz. Welcome to Top Shelf Quality Productions presents Top Shelf Quality's Late Night Live tonight. We've got a very special show for you. This is something of a vigil or even watch party, as I like to call it. This is for a very special friend of ours. He's called Fruit Turner. He's been on the show a couple of times before, and I don't know if you're long-time watchers of the show. Maybe this is your first freaking listen, but he was very badly poisoned. And it's questionable as to whether he'll survive, but I'll get to that later. Because I've got a few things on my mind. Have you heard about this? Here's something. This 15-year-old Coco Gauff beat Venus Williams. That's the second one. She was elected the world champion of tennis. And I'm sitting, I was like, is that so special? When I was 15, the same age, when I was 15, I was also the world champion of getting stoned. And that reminds me, I was at the local Croatian club the other day, and I saw a kid, he's a young kid, probably about 15, using a telephone today, and he was holding it up to something. Shut up. And he was taking a photo with a camera. This is a camera app on his phone. And then he was tipping his waiter or server, and he used a percentage calculator on his calculator app. And I'm standing there. This is I was also at the Croatian club, and I said, "What do you, Inspector Gadget?" With the phone. Get a bit of noise. What do you, Inspector Gadget? Then how about you go Gadget, politeness and manners? Because that's what teens lack. Do you like that one, Fruit? Oh, if only you could hear. Big controversy in the United States over the census. They want to include a special question in the census. They want to ask, are you a citizen? They were turned down by the court. Court said no. But then the government of the U.S., the government said they're not giving up. We're going to include that question. But I secretly, just between you and me, I preferred the original question that they had proposed. The original question that they wanted to include was, would you like fries with that? Look, I'm glad you're in a good mood, because we have got an absolutely fantastic and very serious show for you tonight. It's a vigil of sorts, as I've mentioned earlier in the program, for a good friend of ours. This is Fruit Turner, who's most of his vital organs have shut down. And let's just get, I don't know if we got camera coverage on this. I'm just going to move over here. This is uncharted territory. I haven't been on this side of the couch. A bit of an explosion. It sounds like my Saturday nights.
Well, what the fuck, man?
And so, hey, don't know how you're doing, buddy. I've just brought your favorite little drink.
What is it?
Favorite. If only he could hear me and feel me.
I can hear you.
I'll just put it here. It's your favorite. It's a 4X, mate. And I'll just kind of. There we go. If only he could feel it, and if only he could latch onto it with his lips, and drink it, and that's if only he could feel it. Ooh, I guess that's gases escaping the body. Now we've got a great show for you tonight. Here paying tribute to our what will soon be our deceased friend. But first, I'd like to welcome a guest it's a special guest, and this is a special guest who's got she's actually also in the talk show world. This is like what we do here, but not with slightly less production value and a smaller viewership. But please welcome her in. We're very excited to have her here, and she's really just one of the best, and I think she's also an old friend of Fruit. So please welcome. This is Juliet Timmerman. Let's get her on here. Hi. Just take a seat there. If you grab your mic, and then we'll have you audible.
I brought this for.
Let's grab the mic.
Oh, sorry.
Or do you want me to hold the mic for you?
Sorry, you can't hear a thing. I brought this for Fruit.
Okay.
This was his old hat from the war.
If only he could feel you putting the hat on.
Yeah, cheers, love.
If only he could.
Sad.
I wish he could talk to us.
If there was even just a glimmer of recognition.
I know.
I brought this for him as well. His
yeah,
favorite.
just put it next to the other one.
Yeah.
Another one.
Just put it maybe the kind of the cool aluminium will wake him up, and he'll be skipping through roses.
Sad.
So, how have you been?
Yeah, good. Actually, really good. I'm really excited. My show, we've sent a pilot to the network. The execs are mulling it over right now. I think we're going to be.
These are the executives at the network.
Yeah. The big execs. The biggest.
And they have a big table, and they make decisions at that table.
Absolutely, you bet they do.
What's the name of your pilot?
It's called The Latest Show of All Time.
Our show is called Top Shelf Quality Productions presents Top Shelf Quality's Late Night Live Tonight.
You gotta shorten it. You gotta pick a shorter name. People aren't gonna remember that. Honestly, I struggled with that as well. My show used to be called The Latest Show You've Ever Heard Of, and then I thought I need to trim that down.
Okay.
That's why it's The Latest Show of All Time. People need like a catchy name.
My name's Silver.
Just from one host to another.
Yep.
You know me.
Well,
and you?
from one tier of host to a different from a different tier of host. Now, so what?
You don't have to put yourself down like that. That's fine.
Now this is a show, and is this also a talk? Do you also talk on the show?
Yeah. I talk on the show. Just me. Generally, and then I'll have like a guest, and we'll give them a couple minutes, and then it's back to me.
Oh, we also do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you and me, honestly, we're birds of the same beak. You know what I mean?
I'm more of a lion. I got big lion energy, and I tear shreds out of smaller animals, and their guts get all over me.
Jesus, that's one way to play it, but you're gonna burn out, buddy.
Now, how'd you start in comedy?
I wonder if farts are still funny.
Sorry, what?
How'd you start in comedy? I mean, I guess maybe on your show, maybe on your show they don't ask questions, so you're not used to it. But on our show, we ask questions and we get to the nitty gritty.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't really call my show comedy.
Neither with the audience.
Well,
I'm just having fun. This is all like a roast.
It's not really.
Yeah, we have fun. No, I try to bring something important to my show. I try to like really say what needs to be said. So I don't really call it comedy. I call it truth show,
Truthity.
talk show.
Oh.
Truth. But
It's like Nanette for the rest of us.
Exactly. It's Nanette for the rest
Nanette
of us.
2.0.
Well, it came before Nanette, so it came before Nanette.
If only Fruit could enjoy this conversation right now.
I know, I miss him so much.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I mean, no matter how many times we speak, he just doesn't answer anything. We can't hear anything, and he remains silent as a grave.
I regret never kissing Diz.
So now you've got this show. It's a pilot, and it's called The Latest Show of All Time.
Yeah.
And it's gone up to the network.
Straight to the top.
No news. Sorry, I've got a direct. I don't know if you have. I've got a direct line to the network.
Hey, no news is good news.
The phone's ringing.
You got Diz. Sorry, no news. No, I've got a direct line to the network. And you probably don't have that yet because they only do that for shows that have actually been greenlit. Now, why should people watch your show instead of this show?
Well,
Keep in mind, this show has a very large viewership.
Really? People watch this?
Yeah, a couple. If only Fruit could comment on this. Back to the original question: why should people watch this show, your show, instead of our show?
Well, I think that my show is refreshing. I think that people need to watch my show because I don't really have a lot else kind of going on, and so I bring a lot of passion into my show, and I think that the guests, the guests said, we got some really big guests on the show. We
How
had
big?
We booked Imagine Dragons for the last show.
Yeah, I got real dragons, not Imagine ones.
Did I leave the stove on?
So you had Imagine Dragons. How's Denise?
Denise, she's in rough shape.
This is your co-host on.
Yeah. Well,
on
not co-host.
Not
She's-
co-host?
No.
Touchy subject.
She.
I used to have a co-host, but then he went into a coma and died. Well, then he went into a coma look.
Wait, what?
I mean, he ain't springing for. Sorry, Denise. Go back to Denise.
He is. I don't know if you can. He is cold. He's cold.
No, I'm fine.
What's a cold world with all these apps?
God, my God, tell me about it. These teens and their screens.
So how's Denise?
She's not in a great way. She's still being, she's on the ones and twos, and she's been doing the best she can. But she got into amateur musical theatre recently, and
Is there any other kind?
you didn't say it. I didn't say you said it. I didn't say
Come
you
on.
said it. I didn't say it. What did I say?
No, go back to Denise.
She was in a production of Singing in the Rain, but the props department got in a prank war with their suppliers, and they ended up with acid rain on the stage, and she burned off most of her face. So she is in a world of pain right now, but she's doing the best she can. She's getting out there. She's still doing a pretty good job on my show. I'm trying to teach her everything I can.
I wish that Fruit could feel a world of pain, but he has no sensation in his body because
Punch me right now.
he's.
I dare
If
you.
only he could comment on this situation right now.
fucking
If
dare
only
you.
he could speak.
What's that? Oh, nuts.
Well, look, I'm glad you're here. Stop the music. Well, look, I'm glad you're here because we've got a very special bit that we've never done this before. It's a little section. It's in honor of my good friend Fruit. That's the guy over there hooked up to the apparatus. It's a very special bit that we like to call the Nice Nine. Let's get a little bit of Nice Nine music.
It is tradition.
ISIL is training and attempting to deploy operatives for further attacks.
This is a section called the Nice Nine, and this is kind of our benchmark bit. And we do this one, and this is Nice Nine Things I Like About My Best Pal, Fruit. And I understand you've been friends with Fruit for a long time.
Yeah, we were in Nam together back in the day. So I took a liking to him because he has the same name as my nephew Fruit, and we were pretty much just buddies all through the war. Like the whole time we were.
The nephew or he was?
Oh, he was. Yeah, my nephew I met a couple times when he was born.
A couple of times when he was born.
Yeah,
That's a long birth.
yeah.
All right, it's time. It's time for the nice. Let's stop all musical bits. This is time for the Nice Nine. And can we get Marty? I don't know. Now this is putting you on the spot. Can we get what I like to think of as a? I don't know if you've heard this, of a drum roll sound. Let's get a little bit of drum roll on the sound.
Never.
That's exactly what we're talking about. Okay, so Nice Nine. Things I like about my best pal Fruit. Number 7. He's always there for me in times of trouble.
Not anymore.
Number 6. No, I wanted a drum roll sound. There we go. Number 6. Nice Nine. Things I like about my best pal Fruit. He has a big speedboat that we ride around in.
You've
been on the speedboat?
I asked him once, and he said,
I don't care
talk
about. I don't care about what you have to say. Number 5, Nice Nine. Things I like about my best pal Fruit. Number 5, I'm porking his cousin on the down low.
What, Frida? Or the other one?
Frida Porker anytime I want.
Yeah,
Come on.
she's
Number
young.
4,
Yeah,
Nice
she is
9.
quite easy.
Number 4, Nice 9. Things I like about my best pal Fruit. He has Hellboy 2 on DVD.
Still?
Yeah. And is that what's going to happen with that Golden Army? Number 3, Nice 9. His kissy lips. They make me go gaga.
And again, I asked him once, and he was like, "No."
Oh, did you as
I
in you
tried
wanted to?
Yeah.
No comment.
You going? Yeah. Number 2. This is the Nice 9. Could we get a drum roll sound on the from the band? Nice 9. Things I like about my best pal Fruit. Number 2. He provided considerable support during my second divorce and subsequent criminal trial.
I don't know if he should have done that trial. I mean, what did you do to her?
Oh no, it was just attempted manslaughter. It's like no one gives you a gold medal for attempted 400 meters. Number 1, Nice 9. Things I like about my best pal Fruit. Number 1, he has a sneaky little smile and I love him for it.
Oh, don't we all? Not anymore, then.
Yeah, because after a while the facial muscles atrophy.
Yeah.
And eventually the skin just starts to rot from the outside. If only he could respond to what if only we could get him to wake up with the passion of our commitment.
I honestly think we could. I think that, it's not over till it's over.
Yeah,
I
that's
believe in
fine.
him. He's been through worse. I mean, I don't know if
He was in
you
Nam.
know this. We were in Nam together.
In the shit.
We were in the shit. I mean, I don't remember most of it, but I think he really went through a lot during that war.
As did the nation.
All of them.
And so, but this is time for a special bit, and I'm glad you're here because I've known for quite a while, but you've maybe even known him longer.
Much longer.
We'd like to celebrate Fruit's life, which will soon be coming to a close. I understand you prepared a special speech. I don't want to say eulogy, but
I'll say it. It's a eulogy.
Okay, it's a eulogy. Maybe we can get a little bit of eulogy music on there. Let's get a little. Yeah. Exactly.
And you'd think I'd find that triggering, but I really don't. I've forgotten most of it.
Yeah, because you were in the shit.
Yeah, I was writing it. I was
Yeah.
covered in shit.
Well, start your.
Oh, sorry. Death is natural. Death is beautiful. Death is cute. Death is sexy. I'll say this about death. I have a dog who sleeps on the top of my blanket when I go to bed. And I woke up this morning. I don't know if you can see any of these cameras. I woke up this morning. I've got a scratch right here. I don't remember how it happened. I think it happened while I was sleeping. I think this dog's trying to kill me. And I welcome that. To me, death is just time. Because time is money. And money is evil. And evil is hell. And hell is other people. And a lot of people are dead.
The fact that so many books still name the Beatles as the greatest or most significant or most influential rock band ever only tells you how far rock music still is from becoming a serious art.
And that saves me from saying that. And I hope that Fruit, if he passes into the next round, that he is happier.
Cheers.
Says it all, really.
Yeah, it really does. I told myself I wouldn't cry.
If only he could hear us.
Oh, sound like a couple of beers.
Sorry, my Fitbit's acting up again.
Get that checked out.
I should download the update and then maybe restart my device.
Get a new one.
Hello? President J.R. Finkelstein from the network.
No, come on.
No,
come
nothing,
on.
nothing to report. Well, look, it has been absolutely great to have you here.
I wish I could say the
This
same.
is Juliet Timmerman. You got a show coming out. It's called the latest show of all time.
Keep an eye on your TVs. Keep them on from now on, because it's going to be on there. Our pilot, it's ready to air. It's free to air.
Set your TiVos.
Yeah.
And maybe Denise will be there with a pretty little star maker. She's got a sweet little.
She's getting on.
I'm just
It's
gonna
fun
try
to try anything with her.
Talk about talking, you know.
All right. I mean, she'll
All right,
do
please
it.
welcome her out. Yeah. It's not mine. Now, this is where we get to a really serious part of the show. As I mentioned before, our friend Fruit is in a serious state of poisoning. He's in a coma, and he likely won't survive. And it tears me up because I think of the halcyon days when you and I were wee young bucks skipping down Main Street. We were still in short trousers at that time. And I yearn for those days. I yearn for your mobility. I yearn for your legs to work. Come back to me, buddy.
Nah.
Wake up. If only he could hear us and respond, wake up, Fruit.
Nah.
I yearn for the touch of... I yearn for, all... Boy, I love it when you get all sweaty and you tie your shirt up into one of those little... when they get a knot in the front. And it's like, ooh, check out the meat display.
I had a great time at the skate park.
You're my little boy.
Hey, well, what about Jeff from the Wiggles?
You're my little boy. And if only every organ of yours wasn't in a state of collapse.
Do you want to punch me while I'm in hospital?
If only he could hear me and respond. But no, I don't think he's ever going to wake up, and I think we should prepare. We should prepare for the inevitability of death. This is like my bar mitzvah.
Prince! I just wanted to kiss you this whole time! This is my show now.
This
This is my show.
is Top Shop Quality Productions.
This is my one. So, go on.
Our guest next week is Nelly.
I got yous. I got yous real good. Thanks for tuning in to Top Shelf Quality presents Top Shelf Quality's Late Night Live tonight. Once again, my name is Fruit, and I will never ever